Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we most welcome to this live. Moses Omara taking on the sharpshooter, the arena owner, who is leading by 2-0 against Moses Omara. The rest 6, the sharpshooter leads by game. The sharpshooter leads by 2-0 against Moses Omara. So far, Omara today has been shooting quite well, and he can back in this game. It's you and me to witness. Share for me the live. If you are on the live, you can share it to your colleagues, you can share it to any WhatsApp channel in your country, for your colleagues not to miss this match. As it looks, the sharpshooter once again invited on the table. Remember, he leads by 2-0. Now you may say Omara is leaving dangerously, because if you leave the sharpshooter, who we consider now to be at home, and you leave him lead by this frame, by 3 frames, it might be very, very hard for you to come back in this game. And the sharpshooter, look at the way he's shooting, ladies and gentlemen. Up against the 80 ball for the 3rd consecutive time, and boom, he puts it. Kasozi Joseph 3, and leads by 3-0 against Moses Omara. You may say Omara is leaving so dangerously against the sharpshooter, Uganda Seed 1. sharpshooter in Joseph Kasozi. This Joseph Kasozi fouls. Have a chance to breathe again. Can at least win this ongoing frame. Maybe to pull one back and maybe rooting for another. If you win this, hoping that you can go all the way and maybe eliminate the owner of the arena, that is none other than Kasozi Joseph, the sharpshooter, currently the true masters player, a club based in Tanzania. Kasozi Joseph back on the table, shooting in the reds, playing off the yellow to put one red, and it looks like Kasozi will be going in for a 4-frame lead because he can't. And now the sharpshooter is up against the 8 ball for the first time in the match. He's going for a sharp cut, put it in the corner of center pocket on the right of the table, and yes, he does. So Kasozi leads by 4 frames to 0 against Moses Omara in a race to 6. And frame number 5 is Omara on the breaking side of it. You need, if you are Omara at this time or at this moment, you need a very big black, maybe black and run. You go with a green apple at least to get a frame in the match, because the sharpshooter is very solid in this match. He leads by 4 frames to 0 against a fellow shooter. And Omara goes. He hits the top ball with power, and he at least puts 2 or 3 balls, both red and yellow, but he puts 2 yellows, and yeah, the ball potted there were all yellows. Again he goes for power. What's not happening to Omara Moses, ladies and gentlemen? He misses, inviting Joseph Kasozi It looks like Joseph Kasozi be giving us a single visit, a red apple, and if he wins this with a red apple, remember he breaks the next frame. We may see a 6-0 lead. Look at the bank, everything is moving on his own way. Everything is moving on the sharpshooter's side. Look at the way he's shooting. Perfection. Ball control and manipulation on the table, on target. Perfectly well. It looks like he's a very deserved player to win this game compared to Omara. Omara is totally off target and he's not playing his real game. Always play. Now Omara trying maybe to come back. Once again he is off target. Joseph will be playing one red into the other. No, it was and putting the remaining red is a formality, and the 8 ball be putting it into the corner pocket right of the table far of the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Kasozi leads by 5 frames to 0 against Moses Omara in a race to 6. And frame number 6, Joseph Kasozi breaks. If he breaks and pots, or if he breaks and he gives us a green apple, because in this match so far has given us one green given us one green apple and one red apple, and in the rest frames Omara was playing but wasn't tactical or clinical enough. He lost his pattern, and the sharpshooter breaks. It looks like it's a dry break. He potted one red on the break, and yes, the yellows are looking pretty much finishable. If you are a sharpshooter according to the way you've been shooting, you may have a chance, or you'll be rooting for yourself to go to seal the flame or to seal the game with a green apple. And see off Omara till tomorrow in his second life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the sharpshooter grand open. Oh my goodness, look at that shot he has just played, playing yellow into off Omara's red and getting it right and he sank it into the center pocket on the left of the table. And now he still has to manipulate. He's going for a safety. Look at the way he's manipulating the chubble. Ladies and gentlemen, the sharpshooter he is entertaining according to the way he's shooting. Perfection, ball control, the accuracy, they're all onto his side. Now this at first looked like it will be a green apple. Nonetheless, Moses Omara has gotten a chance to play in it, and yes, without a benefit of doubt, at any time, at any day, Moses Omara can finish this frame like this. And just like that, Moses Omara is 2 shots away to the 8 ball. Maybe here he wants to play one red into the center pocket on the right, and even the remaining red into the same exact pocket with a stop 2 ball, just like that. And then the 8 ball will be potted into the corner pocket, foul the screen on the left, just like that. Moses Omara pulls one back and he makes it 1 frame to 5 in a race to 6 against Joseph Kasozi. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. It's midday as we talk right now. I mean midnight, and just you are still watching with us. Thank you, Africa, for the love of the game. The sharpshooter only needs 1 frame to win the match, and Moses Omara just needs to resist as much as he can, and maybe nonetheless, the sharpshooter is just 2 shots away. And look what the power, the balance of the 2 ball. And just like that, the sharpshooter is up against the 8 ball for the very last time in the match. He puts Joseph Kasozi wins the match by 6 frames to 1 against Moses Omara. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, I'll be restarting the live. Thank you for watching once again.